Tonight, before you go to bed, make an inspection tour of your ice box. How's that Pabst Blue Ribbon supply holding out? Tomorrow morning when your dealer says, "What did you have?" say, "Pabst Blue Ribbon." What else?
I think you abandoned the movie.
I do not.
I think I do.
It is Anthony.
I gotta figure out what the fuck to do. I know what I'll do.
Yes, last week I did Unbreakable Machine Doll.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Rent a girlfriend.
No.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Recommended, Anthony. You know you want to.
Yeah.
You want to. You.
Dude, I can't believe
Quick.
he rented last week.
Quick, Alex, send subliminal messages into Anthony's mind right now telling him that he wants to do Rent a Girlfriend.
Girlfriend,
You guys are twins, right? That's what you can do?
Cuckold, red hair, ginger's bad.
Oh, no, now Anthony has to shit his pants.
Oh no, I shit my pants. It's been recording for 48 seconds now. Tippy, get us in.
Oh, Jesus, I'm watching food be made. Chamomile tea. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hello Harem podcast. I'm your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined, as always, by the horniest of homies to sail the seven seas, Mr. Anthony Luby and Luke Farnsworth. How are we doing today?
It's Monday.
It'd be a Monday. And I hate those.
Yeah, my week sucks, too, already.
Why?
Oh, because I have this fucking canker sore on my top lip, like, right here.
Every day it's this canker sore that, this canker sore this. I can't do anything because of my canker sore.
It fucking sucks.
Sorry, honey, I can't bail hay today. I got a canker sore.
Honey, can you take the dog out? No, babe, my canker sore's really acting up today.
Oh, what's the cause? I feel like it's very acidic foods. Is that a thing?
I actually have no clue what causes canker sores, if you ask me.
Acidic foods can be a contribution. If you bite your lip on accident, like that can cause
So
one.
you're biting like the top of your lip?
It could have been an accident. I could have been like, on accident. Because it's in a weird spot.
Either a very bad zit or an ingrown hair right here on my lip, and it hurts if I accidentally convert it.
Yeah, that shit does hurt.
It's asshole.
Anything on your lips hurts bad when like something goobers with it.
Yeah, this is like inside my mouth. So it's like just moving. My mouth hurts. Also, there's a certain thing in toothpaste that causes it to foam. That can also be a huge factor. So I auctioned off all of my toothpaste. I had 4 tubes of toothpaste, 3 of which were unopened.
I remember when you bought those, you were so excited. You're like, I got like 10 tubes of toothpaste from Sam's Club.
Yeah, it was a great deal, and now I have to give them away because I think that's causing it.
I like when my toothpaste foams up. It makes me feel clean.
I have
like
some.
I do too.
I use some Prevent. It doesn't foam. It's like prescription.
I switched to Arm & Hammer.
So this guy doesn't even wash his fucking teeth.
Oh, I brush. I use my toothbrush.
This guy doesn't even brush. It doesn't foam. It doesn't foam.
You don't need it to foam. That's like the thing.
That is true. That's a myth.
They're like, watch your toothpaste foam. That's bullshit. The foam doesn't do anything.
Oh, really? So when I'm lathering soap on my body and it foams up, that's not cleaning me? Bitch, that's what I thought.
Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not the soap expert.
Really?
Let me call in my buddy. He's a soap expert. Based.
Hey, it's me.
Based. That got a chuckle out of me today. That was funny. That was
a good one. Let me call up a buddy to give me a quote on that take. Based. And he walks out. I'll send you that image, Luke. It's actually really funny. It's Rick from Pawn Stars, and he says,
"Family Guy." I want to say Pawn Stars.
It's Rick from Pawn Stars, and he's like, "Let me get a guy, a professional, to come take a look at like that take." And
you probably know the guy who comes in. Like, it's the
you'd know him.
Larger fella with the overalls. He has a scraggly white beard. He always wears a hat.
Mm-hmm.
It's him.
He walks up. The next frame is just Based, and then it's him walking out the door. It's so good.
He calls him like he sees him.
Based.
It's good.
Based.
Luke, you had an eventful weekend. Tell us about that.
I don't want to talk about it, if I'm honest.
I think it deserves to be said. Some shit on Blue Rock.
Yeah, it deserves to be said.
Blue Ridge,
I think you
Blue
should
Rock,
talk about it.
Black Rock, you know.
I'm not going to get into it too deeply, but I went to a festival, like I said, last weekend, and it got shut down on Saturday. I watched one round of concerts, and there has been a lot of shit coming out about why it got shut down. All of it is technically hearsay, but everyone knows that it's the truth. That they overcrowded, there's sanitation issues, people were literally dying. There's a woman that's been missing for 4 days. Hundreds of people got their phones pickpocketed. What else? Lack of porta potties, lack of water. Campers were being placed in parts of property they were not supposed to be in, and things like that. And so I spent $400. I am now out $400 and didn't even get to see the two bands I wanted to go see.
Blue Ridge Rock Festival.
Don't go. They'll probably hold it again next
go.
year.
I sincerely doubt it. I don't think they'll be able to.
Yeah, I think they actually won't be legally allowed to.
I don't know. Like, if they got shut down for... Like, if the police version is they got shut down for overcrowded, I don't think that's anything that could stop them from doing it again. Unless, like, tons of lawsuits comes in.
The health department is what got involved for sanitation issues.
They probably need permits, too.
Well, they probably
sanitation
have permits.
issues and safety. Like, there was a huge safety problem, so they're going to be paying a lot of fines from that. They had to pay all the bands that didn't even get to play. They're more than likely going to have to refund, but that'll only be once this huge scandal comes out and people are all entitled to their compensation for it.
That and 2 days worth of expenses that people would have spent money on while there, they don't get.
Also, all their workers are on strike.
Yeah.
So the workers are.
I don't think they're doing it next year. And if they do, their reputation is so bad where no one's going to want to play it.
They've also ruined their reputation with all of the performers that were there this year. There's been several accounts saying that there was not any food for them in their rooms. One band, it was like 90 some degrees, the heat index of 110 for 2 of the days. And one of the bands said that they literally didn't have any water in their dressing room, or whatever you want to fucking call it. And when they asked for water, they wouldn't, like, no one would bother, give them the time of day. They were literally begging. They were grown men begging to get some water. And they had to start going around to other performers and asking them if they had any water that they could just have to drink because they were so dehydrated.
I thought I saw a comment somewhere that said Corey Taylor took, like, a backhanded jab at Blue Ridge.
Oh, he did. He took a very big backhanded jab because this isn't confirmed either. I can't find anything saying if this is confirmed or denied. But apparently Slipknot actually paid for catering for everybody backstage at one point because there was no food. They didn't have food.
That's dope on Slipknot.
I mean, they made $500,000 off of this, so I don't think that paying for catering hurt them that much, but that's just me.
If that is confirmed, that's like a big baller move via Slipknot.
Big baller move. It was also Jay's birthday. We all sang happy birthday to him. It was
Jay Weinberg.
Yeah. It was just weird because it seemed like everybody working there just didn't give a fuck the whole time, and I couldn't figure out why. And then when they went on strike and everything came out, I was like, that makes sense with why nobody gave a solitary fuck.
Yeah, were they not being paid, or like were the conditions just absolute dog shit?
They went the entire week of working there, not being given enough food, not being given water, not being given breaks, and not allowed to shower.
That's fucking gross.
Oh, also showers were $10. I had to pay $10 if I wanted to take a shower.
$10 for a shower?
Yeah. I went in and saw that and said, I won't shower this whole weekend just to not pay $10 to take a shower. I only had to survive one night, luckily.
Especially some grimy ass shower.
Not only that.
Oh, apparently there was shit in the showers. Like, people literally were shitting in the showers.
That's how you get, like, fucking hand, foot, mouth disease. is
No,
a shower.
that's how
I can
you
use it
catch
as well.
like significantly worse disease is by bathing in
Yeah.
shit.
That's why you gotta wash and gargle.
Yeah. That's why you use foaming toothpaste.
Yuri taught me to wash and gargle.
Wash and gargle.
Wargle. Or
Why we
whatever.
use foaming toothpaste?
That's why we do, dude. It foams up so you can see that you're clean.
Yeah, it does do that. And it
You know
also
what this
causes,
guy doesn't have? He doesn't have
causes
foam.
mouth sores.
Only if you're a pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not built great then.
No. We already knew that. though.
Alex was built with like botched aluminum. I made of steel.
Oh, dude, don't even get him started on aluminum. They put that in the fucking deodorant and that causes.
Bro, they
fucking-
seriously do. They seriously put aluminum in deodorant. I'm not fucking kidding.
I've seen the fucking thing. Do I give a?
It was
single
just
shit?
it was
like-
funny because
Why?
you were working
Why?
with like far right crazy. Now I'm into like conspiracy theories. I think they're fun and interesting.
They're the crazy.
Like, don't get me wrong.
ones.
Yeah, like those were the crazy guys. And then we're just at Giant Eagle shopping for deodorant. You're like, you know they put deodorant or aluminum in the deodorant? I'm like, Alex, what the fuck are you on? I don't care.
You're like, you like said something weird too. You're like, like apparently it causes cancer. I was like, no, it doesn't. Whatever you said it does, it definitely doesn't do. Because whatever that would do, if you drink out of an aluminum can, you're getting the exact same exposure, if not worse. And that's
No,
why we were
I
making fun
know.
of you.
Is that confirmed?
No,
How
it's
do we
not
know that?
confirmed.
We
It's
know
not
microplastics do that.
Alex,
We
Luke.
don't- we
Oh
don't-
my God,
we
you missed the whole point.
We know microplastics are a thing. I don't think micro metals.
Alex, that's not what
the
he
same
said.
thing.
Alex,
That
that's
is
not
not
what I
what he
said.
What did
said.
he say?
He said
said-
if the aluminum thing was true, then the same would be true for the fucking aluminum cans if they like caused cancer. If the aluminum in the
Well, you're not directly
deodorant,
putting aluminum into your body.
your
It's-
skin
you're
can
like-
absorb things.
Yeah, but you're not drinking aluminum.
You Alex, are you fucking smooth?
No.
If I go out and lick a fucking steel beam, I just put steel in my mouth either way.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Oh
I
my
thought you were
God.
saying, it absorbed like microplastics, like in the drink.
No.
No, it's like my point is that whatever you said was so ridiculously outlandish because the goobers you worked with said it, and you're like, oh, that might make sense. That's why we make fun of you for it. It's not because we don't believe there's aluminum in our fucking deodorant. It's because we don't care.
Yeah, it's because like you took on the persona of your coworker.
And we were just sitting there making fun of you, and you've been consistently getting mad about the wrong thing the whole time.
I know he's googling it. What are you googling?
I am.
What was your
I'm
search?
reading about it.
What was your
right
search
now.
verbatim?
I put, why is aluminum in deodorant?
Why is it?
It is what it is. It's an aluminum salt. It makes a paste, which is why it's that white stuff, usually the one with aluminum, and it physically blocks pores in a way that makes you sweat less.
That's what it was. You were like, it caused you to close your pores, you get pimples or some shit. That was something you said, and we both said,
I feel
Armpit
like that's
pimples.
fucking true too.
How many armpit pimples have you gotten?
I don't know. I shave them, so like
Like
there's a
0.
few. So
Okay,
it's either
but you
from-
use deodorant that is dry, which is the white
Yeah.
pasty shit.
Yeah,
How many armpit pimples have you gotten?
which I didn't used to.
How many armpit pimples have you gotten?
I don't know.
None.
I don't know if it's from that
I
or
don't-
shaving.
Alex, pimples and ingrown hairs are two different things.
do you think pimples and ingrown hairs are the same thing?
No, I'm
Okay.
saying like there possibly is something there sometimes. I don't really observe
That's
it.
probably
It's
just
like, okay,
irritating.
there's
Do you are
something there.
using like a straight razor or like a blade?
Yeah.
Then it's probably just skin irritation. I have
Throw
never
average-
ever
I just
gotten an
feel like
armpit pimple from
aluminum-
aluminum deodorant.
I just feel like aluminum in my deodorant really isn't like the greatest thing in the world.
Oh my god, it's been working for how many years and nobody has given us solitary shit.
I don't.
You
Yeah,
still
this
use
is-
it, don't you?
This
okay,
is
hold on.
This
you
is
you
not
still
the
use
same
it.
thing. This is not the same thing as people who used to smoke in hospitals. Like, this is not on the same level.
Smoking is not that bad. I mean, I'm the one
Smoking
inhaling
doesn't-
it. It's not like it's
I'm
hurting
a
anyone
doctor.
else.
I'm a doctor. There's no way you get cancer from these things.
I remember when I this was a long fucking time ago. I was at the Golden Corral when they still had a smoking
Ooh.
section.
Yeah.
I remember that too.
That was crazy.
Smoking sections were the dumbest fucking thing ever invented.
Yeah,
Because
it's like,
what the
oh,
fuck is
smoke
the
doesn't
point?
travel. It stays in this one
No.
confined area that we told
Secondhand
it to.
smoke isn't a thing.
Yeah, like what the fuck was their plan? If you sit over here, it still stinks like people are smoking next to you, but they're not.
They're separated by glass like animals.
Look in there and just laugh at them. Stare, throw peanuts at the monkeys.
Smoker. Smoker.
Get chuck the peanuts at. Piece of
I don't know,
French
man. I might switch again.
You do you.
That's fine. That is fine.
But I don't know
Same.
anyone who's been sick or died or gotten armpit pimples from their fucking deodorant.
But if you show
Yeah,
up
but
at my
here's the thing.
place-
Here's full tinfoil hat right now. What if they did and the doctors covered it up?
What will the doctors have to gain by covering for big deodorant?
Yeah, big deodorant's really the real killer out here, not fucking pharmaceutical companies selling poison to people for like hundreds of dollars. No, it's fucking deodorant.
It's big
That's the problem
deodorant.
with America.
They're putting the pesticides in the deodorant.
They started using aluminum in deodorant in 1903, by the way.
Okay, so for
Okay.
over 100 years, this has
120.
been totally fine.
And now, you
What
know
if
what?
it's
Now it's an issue.
no? Because I don't think conspiracy started until JFK was killed.
What do you mean?
know
Of
what?
course they did.
If you want
I mean,
to
like,
switch
really
your
good
deodorant,
ones.
What do you mean, really?
That's-
Roswell happened in 1947.
Roswell's not really. Is that a conspiracy?
Hell yes, that's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy that the government covered up a UFO crash and the government
Okay, but
lied
the
and said it was a
government
weather
covering
balloon.
the government covering something up is different than the CIA literally killing a president.
Alex, those are two different things. A conspiracy theory is something concocted by people.
Yeah. So they think the CIA killed JFK.
And a lot
That's
of people
that's the theory.
and people believe that Roswell was just like a regular weather balloon. And then there's some people who believe that it was an alien UFO
I feel
crash.
like that's a cover up. A conspiracy is like
So the CIA killing JFK and then saying, no, we didn't do that is not a cover up?
I guess it's both.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I just feel like I just feel like conspiracies really started in the 60s. Like that's when everyone began to question.
You could say that's when they got popularized.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I think that's when they got popular. I think the CIA did it.
I think most people actually I don't know. I watched a video. Lemino did one on the JFK assassination.
It was really good.
It was a fantastic video. If you have not seen Lemino, he comes out with a video like once a year, but they're fucking great. They are so good. I don't know. I don't know enough about JFK to say anything, but I know this the FBI or CIA killed MLK.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
they did. Those are all unclassified documents.
Yep.
Yeah, they did
Yep,
it.
you can read it.
Also, JFK's assassination are unclassified documents that state that the CIA did it.
There's still certain documents that aren't even unclassified yet that they didn't release.
Right. The ones
They're
that are
probably the ones that they don't want the people to know about.
And the messages were like, "Hey, did you do it?" He's like, "Yeah, I did it."
And then
Dude,
they like
that-
put the black marker over it.
What if the CIA has time travel, right?
The
And so it's like
Philadelphia
modern-
Project.
So like it's modern day CIA agents and they went back in time. They assassinated JFK on orders that didn't exist yet so that nobody would question it. And then because they're from this era, they Fortnite danced after they killed him and then dipped.
Do you
And
guys
everyone
know?
thought they were aliens.
Do you know about the Philadelphia experiment?
Which one's the Philadelphia
I
experiment?
think it was 1943. They were testing time travel on U.S. ships. I can't remember what ships they were, but supposedly
Philadelphia.
this supposedly worked, and then that is what kind of created the Montauk Project and the Montauk Monster.
Isn't the ship that it was? Hold on, there's a ship in Osler Lane.
Eldridge.
Yeah, it's Eldridge.
Yeah, it was the Eldridge. Yes, it was the Eldridge.
Yeah, because her like little quirk is like lightning.
Because the
electricity.
entire ship was actually aground, so the entire ship was electrified. Like the entire thing is a circuit.
Yeah, and they said like people, 2 crew members supposedly traveled in time. There's a
did they
conspiracy.
know?
That's a fun one.
How do they know that?
Yeah, how would you know that?
They
Like,
said the
if
dudes came to Montauk, the island, or there was an Air Force base in like right on the pinpoint in New Jersey on the coast, the Montauk. And some guy went there supposedly, and this was after it was abandoned. He was walking around and he stumbled upon these people, and they told him like, "Yeah, we're from 1943 on the Eldridge. We traveled in time here, and supposedly there was a big monster that they created called the Montauk Monster." It's fun to get into. It's very interesting stuff. Whether it's true or not, it's fun.
That's like more extreme than gay frogs from Alex Jones.
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
It does.
Look into it. It's interesting.
My whole problem with that kind of stuff is that I want to believe so many conspiracy theories about time travel and shit.
I know.
And then they go, "We made a monster." It's like, what the?
Yeah,
why,
then they really
why
throw
do you
me off.
add that? Why do you add that? I don't want to believe you now because it's like I created Frankenstein after I traveled through time and saw aliens. It's like, why do you want me to believe you now? Why? What should I believe you for now?
That's my biggest issue with like, I'll just limit it down to aliens as a whole. I want to believe, I really do, so it's hard for me to look objectively at certain things. So I really have to try and say, okay, this could be bullshit. What might this be actually?
Like the only one that I can give credit to is the Large Hadron Colliders, like huge conspiracy theories that people still believe today about time travel
I don't know about
and
that.
how. So when the Large Hadron Collider was built, there was like the biggest concern of it was it creating a black hole that destroyed the Earth, because it can create black holes. Now, physics states that the black holes are too small, so they collapse on themselves. So it does actually create black holes, which is really cool, but they collapse on themselves, so they don't like do anything. They just like whoop, and they just like smack together because they're so dense. But the theory is that the Large Hadron Collider was created because they were going to create gaps in space-time to travel through. I think that's how it works. And they were going to travel through, and the company that was over it was going to be like the ringleaders of time travel or whatever. And so they think that it succeeded because around the time the Large Hadron Collider finished is when all these weird Mandela effects started happening, such as like the Berenstain Bears with the Berenstain Bears, the
like the
cornucopia
Ford
on the
curlicue.
Oh yeah.
yeah, the cornucopia on Fruit of the Loom and shit. And people have a theory that still could be true today, that the Mandela effect is actually them testing if they can change things in the past due to time travel and how it affects the present.
Man,
that's
that one
cool.
would be crazy.
And that's like such simple shit that changes that everybody has a group memory of, that I can see that one being possible. Not, I traveled in time, woke up on an island that no one's been to for 40 years and made a monster. Like,
Spooky monster.
I don't know. Like
Spooky.
I guess I didn't do the best job at explaining it because it's lacking on my memory a bit. Look
But at
into
the
the
same time-
Montauk project. It is interesting, along with the Philadelphia experiment.
Right. I do know what you're talking about. Like I've looked at it before, but then I do remember the Montauk
The
monsters
Montauk
being
monster.
a mention. I'm like,
I've heard
Why?
the
I
Montauk
don't-
monster before.
like, stop calling. If it's not a monster, stop calling it that so people can
It's a
believe
monster.
you.
Although,
Give people a reason to
I
believe.
think the airbase is still abandoned, so that'd be cool to travel there.
It would be cool to travel there and then get attacked by the Montauk monster.
Then we can confirm. Let's go.
Since it is, man, no, I shouldn't say that.
Were you gonna say something
Since it
fucked
is-
up?
Yeah, I was. It is 9/11 today, and we're on conspiracy theories. What do you guys think happened?
Oh, unclassified documents saying that the CIA were the ones that hijacked the planes and killed all those people in order to start a war so we could go to Iraq and steal oil from them, even though it wasn't even Iraq that we blamed for the whole problem in the first place? Yeah, that.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that.
You know,
Yeah.
people like are still really adamant on the fact that like the U.S. government had nothing to do with it.
I don't know how.
Now, I
don't
can't
either.
say for certain on anything. I mean, I was nothing but a wee child at the time, so I don't know. But it is weird how he pointed the finger at the totally wrong people, and then, very shortly after went to war for 20 years.
A long 20 years. And then apparently there was like right before it happened, the government mysteriously misplaced $2.3 trillion.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, I'm seeing things that says it's not true, but a lot of people say it is. I'm not sure.
I also
It's
listened.
also.
Oh, go on, go
Oh,
on.
go. Yeah, you can go first.
Oh, I was
Alex.
gonna say I listened to an interesting podcast where they had on this guy who I think his whole career is just talking about 9/11 and stuff, and supposedly they did like puts on airline companies right before. So like
Oh,
what
yeah,
happened was they put a bunch of money, basically saying that the companies would drop in stock like crazy, like days before the event. And then after it happened, of course, the airline companies did drop like crazy. So these guys made out with like massive amounts of money.
Oh yeah. If you
I've
can,
heard of that one.
if you really want to know what's going on in the government, find someone that's really deep into the stock market. When things start crashing, something fucked up's about to happen.
Yeah,
Every
I've heard
single
that
time.
before too. I've heard that.
Uh, yeah. My favorite part is that we blamed Syrian terrorists and then went to war with Iraq
Was it
because
It was
was it Syrian
Saudi
or was
Arabia.
it Saudi Arabia?
We didn't know it was Saudi Arabia. We blamed Syrian terrorists and then went to war with Iraq.
Oh, okay, okay.
except they were CIA agents the whole time. Everyone
Yeah.
thought they were Saudi Arabian. We blamed Syria. We went to war with Iraq. And Iraq used to be our allies. And, we gave them supplies because they were our allies
We
for the
gave
longest time.
them supplies for 10 years while they were at war with Iran.
Here,
Yeah.
you know what? We support you, Iraq. Here, take these vehicles, take these weapons and everything. Oh, wait, we misplaced some money. We need those vehicles back. Saudi Arabia bombed us. We're going to blame Syria and go to war with Iraq, steal some oil and our vehicles back.
By the way, you have WMDs, don't you?
No.
This a good
Yeah,
podcast
you do.
on the Iraq War is the Blowback podcast. It's 10 episodes, about an hour or so each. And one thing they mentioned in that was that like after 9/11 happened, Saddam was like, I thought America was gonna like be cool with me. He's like, yeah, we'll help you, but like no, they stormed in and started a war.
Killed them.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, he was
I-
actually like a really big ally to us. He was
for a while. Yeah,
apparently a super just cool dude with us. He just liked us. And then
He
we
was
wanted him
still a
murdered.
dictator, though.
I mean, dictator,
yeah.
schmictator at this point. Like, if you're an ally to us, do we really care?
Yeah, that's true.
and if we
I don't
probably
thi- I
put
think
you there in the
government
first place.
Yeah.
More than
No,
likely,
I didn't
yeah.
turn my lights on. One second.
Yeah, more than likely, we said, hey, this used to be a democracy. Let's give a bunch of the civilians weapons and fucking cocaine and tell them to go kill their fucking leader and throw this guy into power.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the first
Cuba.
coup that America has done.
Cuba.
The U.S. has caused plenty of coups in its history, and
Oh my
that's
God, I
not
don't
the
even know
main
how.
one.
Like, I think it's uncountable how many.
Look at
How many
every
coups?
country around us that we now somehow magically control, even though
Yeah.
they just all of a sudden want to be our allies and come
Mhm.
under our protection and shit. And all of a sudden, after a huge coup broke out at random, and then they put a new guy in fucking leadership that we just so happen to like more than the other
Yeah,
guy.
we just so happened to like the one guy that was in more. Like,
Like,
South
we like-
Korea, Iraq,
God, South
basically
Korea was
every
a
Middle
shit
East
show.
country.
Nam.
Nam. Basically everywhere since like 1945. Come on,
Ever
lights
since
on.
like the last time we went to war for a good reason, aka World War II.
Yeah, I was actually thinking
Yeah.
about that the other day. I'm like, the last like justified reason that the U.S. went to war was like the 40s.
It was, yeah, 100%. 50s, no.
The rest
60s,
was just
no.
like, yeah, communism bad. We can't let that happen.
Yeah,
No,
Which-
not worth it.
Yeah,
No.
like I'm not.
not
yeah,
good
no.
at all.
Korea, not worth it.
No.
Korea
The Cold War
was-
wasn't even a fucking war.
It was
no.
just a dick measuring contest.
It was.
And then we lied about landing on the moon so that Russia went, oh, fuck, they're on the moon now.
Is here? That's one. Do you believe we landed on the moon or not?
Yes.
I do.
I believe we have landed on the moon. I don't think we landed on it when we said we did, though.
Interesting. I didn't know
So
that.
I hold the theory that we lied because we were close and we
Uh-huh.
knew that Russia was about to win and beat us there. So we lied just to get ahead of Russia, and then we actually went to the moon later.
Interesting.
That's what I hold as a personal
Yeah.
theory, but
I've seen enough evidence.
What was the first like lunar landing moon mission? So I don't think what was Apollo
Apollo
11 was the one that was. Yeah, I guess that was Apollo 11.
Apollo 11 was the
Yeah,
first one
it
where
was
they
11.
landed. Apollo 13, I think, had problems.
They did
I
have
don't think
problems.
they landed on that.
I played in a movie depicting
Yeah.
Apollo 13.
You
there's
did,
a whole
yeah.
movie. There's a whole movie about Apollo 13.
It's got Kevin Bacon. It's
Tom,
got
I
Bill
think-
Paxton.
Is Tom Hanks
And
in it?
I think who was in Apollo 13?
It's a very accurate to life movie too.
Yes, Hollywood did a fantastic job.
Just
I
like
can't
they
as they
did in
always
the
do.
movie.
60s. Just like they did in the 60s.
Yeah. Tom Hanks, Bill Paxton, and Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
And Gary Sinise. I love Gary Sinise. Yeah, Bill Paxton too. He's one of my favorite actors. That guy's fucking awesome.
He's dead.
now, but yeah, he's
Yeah.
dead, but he's awesome. He's a great guy. Me and Bill go
Yeah.
way back.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. There was something else I was gonna bring up, but I completely forget what it is because it was like 20 minutes ago.
We had time travel. We had
Montauk Monsters.
We had the
9/11,
moon.
Iraq.
we had 9/11.
Jesus
Wow, what
Christ.
a fucking crazy episode this has been.
It's been a fun one, man. I love conspiracy.
Deodorant.
I must say, deodorant is about deodorant.
Deodorant. No, it wasn't about
It's
deodorant.
My
just
final
another-
point about the deodorant thing is that you can change whatever fucking deodorant you want. If you ever come here and say, I forgot my deodorant, I hand it to you, you go, this has aluminum in it, I'm kicking you out. You're out, dude. Get out.
What,
Yeah.
what if you forget yours and I hand you the kind, like, you know, the kind with all the dots on top and it's like almost water when it comes out?
Dude, I'm
So-
throwing it out the window. It's going out whatever window's
The only
closest.
good deodorant is the dry kind. The gel shit just
Yes.
it makes you sweat, and that's not great.
But I
Josh.
was reading the
God.
aluminum stains your shirts.
I don't. Yeah, I know. I see the stains in my shirt. I don't care.
I see the stains in my shirts when I don't put deodorant on too. I
Yeah,
don't
like-
give a fuck. One way I
Right.
stink, the other one my shirts look a little goofy.
All right, I'm gonna do some anime of the week.
Animation for the week.
All right, this is a show that I actually not just started. I started a little bit ago, based on recommendations on this podcast, and that is Anima Yell.
I think someone's done that one.
I hope
I think
to
I
God
did that
not,
one.
because I had nothing else
Yes.
planned.
Yes,
Fuck.
Alex
Yeah,
actually did.
I
it.
did that
All right,
one.
give me 1 second.
Anything I told you before the cast. What
I
to
think
do.
that's why I picked it up, because you did it. God damn it.
Alex did it, and I watched it right before Alex did it, which is why he thought of it, because he watched it before I did, and then I watched it, and I was like, "This is good," and he's like,
And
"Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
good,"
yeah, anime of the week.
and he's like, "Anime of the week," and then we were talking about it, and then you put it on your list, and then last week you're like, "What should I watch?" And then we went through your list, and we settled on that.
God damn
I
it.
told
We have
him,
a very wacky sense of.
I told him what to do
Um,
before this, and I don't think he's gonna do it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't.
Who
You
me?
didn't tell me anything.
Yeah.
I'm not doing Rent a Girlfriend.
Yeah,
God damn it.
dude, he's
I
got to
think
rent
we've
though.
done
He's renting
the rent.
next week.
Yeah, he
Have
rented
we done
last week.
Assault Lily?
No.
And I'm doing Assault Lily. Let me pull up the
Why?
page.
I said no. I knew it was no prior to you even asking.
Salt
I didn't
Lily
have-
was awesome.
Assault
I-
Lily Bouquet.
Hey, that timestamp is safe somewhere in that chat. To this day.
Which one?
Gotta find it.
Oh, you know which one.
Oh, the thighs. Yes. Okay, so
I sent a timestamp.
Assault Lily Bouquet. This came out in 2020. This was the fall season. 50 years ago, the fucking huge. 50 years ago,
The
mysterious
Huge.
creatures known as the Huge suddenly appeared all over the world, posing an existential threat to humanity. To defend against these menaces, soldiers in the form of teenage girls known as lilies use their energy, magi, within their bodies to power weapons called counter-huge arms or charms. After being saved by a lily 2 years ago while evacuating from a huge attack, Riri Tsuyanagi vowed to become a lily herself. She enrolls in the prestigious academy of Yurigaoka, a training ground for lilies, and discovers that one of her classmates is Yuyu Shirai, the same lily who rescued her. Much to her confusion, however, the person she thought to be cheerful turns out to be quite antisocial and prefers to fight alone. Even so, Riri still desires to get along with Yuyu and is willing to do anything she can do to reach that goal. With Yuyu and other lilies by her side, Riri's journey on becoming one of them has just bloomed. So, as it states, the show is about fighting these giant monsters that kind of just attacked. So, there's a lot of areas where shit is just like apocalyptic looking. Things are abandoned. And these are just girls in a school who fight these giant huge. And the thighs in this show were nothing like I've ever seen before.
Right, second to none.
I mean, holy shit. The show did not rank very well, although I very much enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I did too, but I also understand.
I do. I think it's a little harsh. It got a 6.48 on my anime list. I think that's a little low. Because, like, watching the show, I didn't really have many gripes with it. I mean, granted, that was 3 years ago. But I enjoyed the show a lot. And when it came out, I was excited to watch it every week. I think the charms are cool. The animation was good. The art was good.
Yeah, I mean, other than
Yeah.
being like a just kind of sub mid plot, there wasn't really anything wrong with
Yeah,
the show.
especially like the Hugie. The Hugie definitely are what.
Yeah, they could have,
The name was dumb. The name was dumb.
beyond dumb.
Although, like, they didn't look too stupid. Like, they weren't, like, goofy.
No, they were actually interesting looking. The huge.
Yeah, I thought
But, like,
everything looked good.
I just can't get over the fact that they're called the huge.
The name is terrible.
It's bad. It's really bad.
It's not good, but everything else in the show was pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, especially the thighs.
Yeah,
Yes.
like certainly. And it's one of those shows where it's like, no matter what kind of, like, if you're looking for best girl, no matter what you like, there's going to be someone in the Assault Lily bouquet.
In
Like,
the
to
assault.
be- In the Assault Lily bouquet, like you're going to find someone you like the best. Period.
I was laughing because I was looking at old messages from our group chat trying to find the timestamp, and I read some very stupid fucking messages.
It would have been back in around October 2nd, 2020 through December 25th, 2020.
Yeah, I was in the podcast group chat there, and it's not in there. So I
So it
guess
must be in the other
it
one.
was sent in the other one, which is going to take about 10 times as long
Yeah.
because there's
Yeah.
there's a million saved messages in this bitch.
Mhm.
Here, I'll just stop at a random one and see what happens.
I will give this 7 out of 10. What am I working with here?
Thighs.
Thighs.
many-
I will give this 7 out of 10 thighs.
I don't know what else could be a better. I don't know what else could be a better one. I can't say that one on the podcast. That was saved.
Yeah, I guess 7 out of 10 thighs. I vibe with that. I think that's
I think
fair.
thighs are a good rating scale.
I agree.
I agree.
That was the selling point of the show.
Yeah, unintentionally so.
No, it was
Unless-
definitely intentional. There's no way that was unintentional. Did you see them fuckers in that show? There's no way that was unintentional.
That was like the first thing I noticed in the show.
Yeah, they 100% meant to do that.
Don't worry, it was the first thing I noticed in their show too.
First thing I noticed in the show.
I'm a thigh guy.
Big.
Me, thigh guy.
Me.
Me.
meaty thighs. Like Mr. Krabs. No, who says that?
Big meaty claws.
It's just some dude who's talking to Mr.
Oh,
Krabs.
it's
Yeah,
like some
it's just
fucking
okay.
fish. Thinks he's hot shit. Thinks he can go against crabs.
Here's a
Probably
message
that-
from me that says it's just mommy's a hot femboy and a bunch of goobers, and I don't know what show that's about, but fuck, do I want to know?
Mommy's a femboy and a bunch of goobers.
Yeah,
Can't think of a show where the mom is a femboy.
Could it be? What was that show that me and Luke watched it? This kid had to work at some dorm because he fucked up or something, and he had to clean
this
the Mother Goddess
Mother-
dormitory.
Mother of the Goddess's dormitories or something.
Yeah, could it be that?
Didn't that show suck like major ass?
This was definitely before it. It also sucked really
yeah, it
bad.
was not good.
That was just Shotokan.
Yeah,
Same.
that's what it was. It was like show to bullshit. I remember that. You got that show. I heard like was not good. Like no redeeming values.
The picture Anthony sent of Goku and Vegeta jacking each other off.
Jesus Christ.
So this is related to not really. I guess you could say anime, in a way. They got their first pictures ever in 81 years of the aircraft carrier Akagi.
That's pretty cool.
Okay,
Today,
I thought that was super
yeah,
cool.
they sent a sub down today, and they got pictures like probably about 8 pictures of Akagi, and they're moving to Kaga next. They're going to get some pictures of Kaga. So 81 years, the ship has not seen the light of day. No one has seen it, and they finally released some cool pictures. They're obviously, since so the wreck is 18,000 feet down, so it's a bit dark. So the
Yeah.
pictures are not like the best, obviously, but they're sweet because they took a picture of the chrysanthemum on the front of the ships. That was really cool to see, and a bunch of stuff, and like a bunch of like, I think they had like 20 millimeter guns, 35 millimeters that they saw, stuff like that. But it's crazy. You could still see some of the wood on the flight deck.
Really, it hasn't decayed.
Wow.
If what I was looking at, I'm pretty sure it was wood.
It might not have high pressure and shit.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I
Like
didn't even
water-
think about that.
Water
Yeah.
damage is different at higher pressures.
Hmm. It's crazy though. It's on Warship Porn on Reddit if you want to check it out.
Assault Lily Bouquet, episode 4, 10 minutes, 9 seconds. There you go.
I gotta check this out real quick. Episode 4, 10 minutes, 9 seconds.
10 minutes and 9 seconds. Don't worry, I added the seconds in there. I'm not gonna.
So,
You know, I'll pull it up too. We can all watch. We can all
Assault Lily
watch one
Bouquet.
scene of Assault Lily Bouquet together.
Episode 4. Let's load this up.
Load it up.
10 minutes, 9 seconds.
10 minutes and 9 seconds.
I'm looking at it too.
入ってみます
Come on,
それ
Crunchyroll,
は無理
load.
ね私も後頭部に入ったら自分のレギオンを持つって決めていたから志が
9 seconds.
あなたのレギオン
Quality.
Quality right there. Oh, it
Pacing.
restarted.
You can go to 1924.
いるなんて何なのよこの
1924
子
Wait.
the same episode.
腹も
Oh,
It's
yeah,
probably
you
like
can.
1915, I would say.
なのに本人は自
Yeah,
信
1919.
を持てなくてな
On the same episode?
Yep.
19.
I liked the 2 different colored eye girl.
Yeah, I was looking at her through the characters on my anime list. I forgot she existed. But I was like, she's cool.
She was my favorite.
And needless to say, great show. Fantastic.
In terms of
10 out of
thighs,
10
yes.
out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I like the exact 10-minute mark too. That one's a pretty good one.
didn't. Fuck, I closed it. What was it? Was it thighs?
It's
What
a
else
lot
would it
more.
be?
Like, what else? Here, I'll just take a
Like,
picture and
what
send
would
it
it
to you.
be?
Here, so
I
you
don't know.
don't
There
feel
could be
left
like
out.
some goofy face. I like sending
There you
goofy
go.
faces.
There you go. It's all
Check it out.
it's
Hold on.
huge on my screen.
Let's see.
What the fuck is
Fuck, that's better than the first one.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said the 9-second mark. That's definitely the one that I
Banana slammer.
remember meaning.
Banana slam.
Banana or slammer. Art.
This was saved in my notes a little bit ago, and I just got around to it, so it might be a little dated. Where was it? It was something I've noticed on Reddit, like the immense amount of uptick in anime hate.
Really?
Yeah,
I
like
haven't-
a new subreddit was made called Anime Hate or something like that very
geez.
recently. I've just been noticing it a ton lately. Like they rated, I think there's a rule on Reddit where you can't have like other subs raid your sub or something like that. I don't know, along those lines, and like this subreddit kept doing it to animemes and good animemes.
They would raid?
Yeah, and just kind of like shit on people.
That just makes Redditors so much worse than they already are. Come on, Redditors, we're gonna raid animemes.
We gotta go tell these people that what they like is dumb and that they should have their brains blown out.
Like, who the fuck raids a subreddit?
I don't know.
Like,
That's-
it was funny. It was funny when history memes and animemes was at like war, because it was fun. Because it was like funny. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's just a good gag. Let's make history animemes," you know. And now it's like, I don't like something, so I'm going to raid the subreddit and spread hate.
That is the most loser shit I've
Yeah,
ever
if you get a
heard.
chance,
Come
I
on.
think the subreddit is called Anime Hate. It just popped up not too long ago.
Anime hate. I hope we're the front page of anime hate. Anime hate,
fucking
this is to
idiots.
you. You guys are fucking low life losers.
Guys, we should upload a clip from the
We
podcast.
should. We should upload this one.
We should make a clip ourselves and upload it onto Anime Hate and go,
If-
look at these guys shitting on Anime Hate.
If we uploaded the timestamp of Salt Lily, I think they would like shit their pants.
What you should do is you should like put a picture of us, put like these guys are just sitting there shitting on Anime Hate, and then it links to a clip, that clip from Assault Lily. It's that scene from Assault Lily. It's just her ass, just all over their.
They would shit their pants.
No, no. I've noticed can't say or enjoyment from anime from people, but I didn't notice hate. I haven't noticed that.
Where in terms of
Reddit.
yeah, I was just browsing like well, it isn't even like in the anime subreddits. I'll be browsing like the front, like my homepage, and then I'll get recommended something, and then I'll go to like the comments, and then there'll just be absolute shit shows.
That for me, pardon my French, is like 50-50. When I see like an anime reference or post in the wild
Oh, it's
on
bad.
Reddit,
It's like always.
it's 50-50. It's either people really appreciate it or really don't like it.
I don't.
And for the most part, there is usually people in there that like shit on it. That's like always a given. But I've never noticed it to the extent where it's like I feel like there's an uptick in it.
I did like about a month ago. I was like, wow, I'm getting a ton of these like posts and comment sections that are just shitting on anime. It was like they were directing it at me. I mean, I don't like engage in it or anything. I just read
Yeah.
a little bit and move on.
Yeah, I
can't
don't-
know if this is like unironic or not.
That's kind of what I thought too. Like some of it felt ironic, but I don't know if it is.
Every single meme that they like these people make and put on here, it looks like a 40-year-old that's been out of touch with the internet for the last 7 years
That's
is
probably
mating.
because it's
making-
probably
Well,
like that. There's probably a huge gap. So it's like those people, and then probably like some teenagers who just shit on anime, and then there's like no in between. 'Cause I think like once you get past that teenager phase of this is dumb and stupid, you just don't really care for a while. And then if you're so bored and you're older, you're like, well, I got to find something to hate, so I'm going to move into this.
I feel like that's the main demographic is like the 40-year-old neckbeards who like probably play computer games religiously but won't touch anime. Probably jerk off to like diva porn.
I saw this interesting thing yesterday.
Is it
like
the graph?
Yeah, the top 100 Rule 34s from like the East, the West, and then like furries.
Yeah, I skipped the furry one.
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, okay.
I
Some
saw
of
that
some of the
too.
West choices for Rule 34, I was like, what the fuck?
I know there were some like fucking I saw a couple Rick and Morty ones. I
did
saw
see
the
Rick and
sister
Morty.
from Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
I was like, what the
there was one that
What
I
is
saw on
this?
there that made me go like, really? Like, what the fuck? Oh, it was someone from Undertale.
There were like 4 characters from Undertale.
Isn't
I
Undertale?
remember that. There was like 4. It was like pixelated. It showed the little character, and they were pixelated.
Yeah, that threw me off pretty crazy.
Yeah, they were like from fucking Undertale. I was like, what? What the fuck is that? People search that. That's fucked up.
Dude, I really want to believe these. Like, I can't tell if these people are ironic or not.
I don't know if
Just
they are.
tell them you like Date Alive and then see what happens.
This guy just said Adventure Time is better than Maiden Abyss, Soso no Frieren, Delicious in Dungeon, and other garbage isekai adventure tag series. Maiden Abyss isn't an isekai. And then his argument is that Adventure Time has multiple different adventures, which is the point of the adventure tag, and Maiden Abyss is just one adventure, and it gets boring because they're in one place the whole time.
First
like,
off,
it-
I don't think the
it's-
point of the adventure tag is multiple adventures. It could be one long adventure.
I don't
There's
either.
nothing ruling that out.
It does not sound like he's being ironic.
I don't. It's like some of the posts come off as ironic, and then some don't. It's hard to like gauge where they're at.
I have no clue because this says your profile pic and it's anime girls. It says you in real life and it's just cryptids. Like it's just pictures of cryptids. I don't know what am I supposed to do with that. Like what does this supposed to mean? How is this hating on anybody?
I feel like they actually hate anime. There are people out there that like, that's kind of their thing. Is like hating on anime.
Yeah, certainly there are.
So I think it's I mean there's probably a couple users in there that are doing it for the funny, but I feel like that's genuinely like a hateful subreddit.
How many subscribers are they at? I think when I last checked, it was only a few thousand.
8,000.
Yeah, so it hasn't
That's not
really.
shit.
I think it just popped up. Someone made it. It gained some traction for a second from a
Mhm.
comment section, and then kind of died off.
Oh, it's because there's definitely like everybody that's still here are people making fun of the people in here. I guarantee that that's what it is.
Their raid did not last long.
No, it didn't. Their raid failed. They should probably start another one.
Hey guys, I want to talk about this racist anime called The Boondocks. There's no black characters at all.
That is satire. That is 100% satire, obviously. The Boondocks.
There's people actually arguing. This dude obviously didn't even put something that makes sense.
Luke, I think you're getting absorbed in anime hate too much.
Yeah.
I'm so curious now. You've brought this up, and now I'm sitting here, and I'm like, I have to know if it's ironic or not. I have to see, because obviously that has to be ironic. There's no way someone said that.
I have
legitimately.
seen, when I looked at it like one night, there was a post that asked if it was ironic.
And
I can't remember. I think some people said like yeah.
you had the
some people
answer
said
right there,
no.
and you can't remember the answer.
Yeah. I think some people said yes. I think some said no. I think it's like a mix of some people genuinely hating on anime, and then like others, as Luke said, shitting or making fun of the people who are in the subreddit hating on anime.
We should post Ota no Kizaka memes in there.
Everybody in here, I don't think has ever watched an anime before.
There
'Cause
were, I
this
saw some
said-
guys say like, "Oh, I used to watch the classics like Dragon Ball and Naruto," and like that was it.
Why do y'all hate anime? The fans in the workplace. All right, that's fair. Like, I can't really argue with that too much. You can not like a thing because the fans and like the work conditions of the people there.
Okay, so tell him to get off his phone then, because his phone is mined in the Congo with illegals or
Right.
with slavery. So if you don't like
Right.
the workplace, you shouldn't use a phone.
But whatever. Like that's all he said. So that's a fine comment. He's at least not being a jackass about it. The fact that for a series to not get canceled, they have to pander to pedophiles.
That's the one
Dragon
thing
Ball?
they always go back to.
One Piece panders to pedophiles.
Right.
Every anime under the sun does, Luke. Come on, we've been over this.
Another one, the 3,000-year-old girls with a toddler's body, because that's just everywhere.
I
that-
hate
that's
that
every
argument.
anime
That's the
possible,
one
dude,
thing
yeah.
they always jump to. But
Yeah.
I really don't see it often at
can
all.
name- One anime. Dragon Maid. That is it. That is the only one I can think of off the top of my head.
Well, that's the one they used. You gave me ammunition.
And everyone still sees Kana as a child. No one is like, oh, she's like of age. Everyone still sees her as a child. Like she's not sexualized at all in the show.
Yeah, the problem is that if you have a flat chest, that means you're a child. So body shaming is okay in the anti-anime community. That's perfect. We love body shaming there. Body shaming, yeah, you don't look like a woman, so that means you must be a kid. That makes
Yeah.
people feel really good about themselves. So that means that they're the winners, right? That like when they go and tell people to blow their brains out. That's also my favorite thing is when they resort to telling people to kill themselves as an argument.
That's just a classic.
I mean,
it's just been around
Whatever.
mean,
forever.
I just-
kill yourself.
I just like anime. Like I think this character's cute. That's all. I don't see it in a sexual way. Yeah, you should also fucking have a 12 gauge in your mouth and splatter your brains across the wall. I saw an actual comment like that in the wild the other day and I reported it.
Really?
Yeah, this
On
dude
Reddit?
said it was on Instagram, I think,
Uh-huh.
and it was someone posted just what's her name from Dangers in My Heart.
Yamada.
Yeah, they posted her. That was it, and the comment said that you guys would look better if your brains were splattered on the wall or something like that.
Some
man.
people get like crazy offended by like anything anime. So on
Twitter, man.
not just Twitter, on one of our shorts we made, got a couple thousand views or something. It was, I think, the headpad slut sticker, and people were like freaking out about it. They were losing
Oh,
their minds.
yeah.
I'm like, have you guys, have these guys never seen anything remotely lewd before? Like, are they so sheltered and afraid of a drawing on a sticker that this is how they react? Like, what do they get? How do they act as real people? What
That's
do they
the thing.
do?
Like
They
they're
can't go
afraid
to
of
a beach. If they go to a beach, they're just gonna lose their minds.
Yeah, they are afraid of like a drawing of anime of any sort of animation, but they have like a crippling Pornhub addiction, or they subscribe to like 6 Girls Only fans,
They pay for brazzers.
or they watch Amaranth.
My fear is they never have a good argument either.
No, they don't.
They don't have an
always,
argument. They're
They
just
always
like,
resort
this
to like two things, like you said, like you're a fucking pedophile, or like that's always the main one. That's always the one they go to. When it's like we could rattle off like 100 anime that have nothing to do with anything sexual, but like that's always the thing. And like 3 of us here, like specifically like Luke, we were all in the same situation, but like we've had that experience where someone in real life was saying that shit about us, and we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you literally know nothing. You love Disney more than we love anime. You love something specifically aimed at children more than we love just a form of media that is aimed around everybody. And then we're the bad guys.
Yeah, you're not allowed to like anime, but we're allowed to have a really weird addiction to children's movies.
Disney
Yeah, I'm
adults.
about to give Mickey Mouse a reach around while my kid waits in line for fucking Space Mountain. Like, that's the worst thing, man. I hate Disney people. I'm just watching Luke laughing. Like, I don't care if you like Disney, man. I don't care what you like, as long as it does not hurt anyone, as long as no one's hurt while doing it. You know what I mean? Like, don't watch fucking like snuff films. That's fucking it's cringe. But like, if you like Disney, if you like it, I don't care. If you like aquariums and zoos, and go like aquariums and zoos. I don't care. But don't turn around and be like, you guys suck because you're anime watchers and you fetishize small children that are 3,000 years old that look like dragons and dinosaurs. And that's weird for you to like cat girls, but it's not weird for me to like a mouse.
Or like, I don't know. And Disney does not have a great history with like the Disney Channel and their actors and actresses.
No, they grew
And
kids,
people
dude.
just they just
They
look past
literally
that. That
grew
just doesn't
kids.
exist to them. They're like,
Like, okay,
oh, I
it's
love
one
the
thing
Disney
if it's-
Channel. They're like, okay, that's fine.
it's
The
what-
shows were entertaining and fun.
Yeah, it's one thing if it's done in an anime that's drawn and like, yeah, a weird person, like producer or mangaka will draw it out. Like, oh, it's a weird fantasy. But it's another thing to fucking groom like Jeanette McCurdy and whoever the fuck was on iCarly and tell them about feet and shit like that. You know what I
It was
mean?
Dan Schneider, Alex, Mr. Dan
Yeah,
Schneider.
Dan Schneider.
That was Nickelodeon.
But like Hannah
They all
Montana, yeah,
Yeah.
all that era of Disney. It's just I don't know. People, they like to look at what they look past the things that they like and the things that are wrong with the things that they like. And if they really
Yeah.
want to get on one, attack you, and then they just come off as a hypocrite. But they don't see it that way.
Gorsh.
Please don't
give dude.
Mickey a reach around.
Space Mountain's over there.
I will say Disney is fun as fuck though. I had a great
Disney's
time
awesome.
a couple times I was there.
Disney's great.
I've never been to Disney.
I didn't want to go because I was like, it's for
It's for
fucking kids.
kids.
Like, I don't want to go. But I went and I had a good time. The food is
Walt
banging.
Disney. Walt Disney's a racist and his head's underneath, was it Splash Mountain or something?
It's
frozen.
it's cryogenically frozen.
I can't remember which attraction it's under, though.
They move it. It's on like a rail system.
Oh, it's on a rotation basis. No one
So
can
like
find it.
one day it'll be at the Magic Kingdom.
Goes
the
right,
next
it's on
day
the
it's
monorail that goes around the park.
It's actually the engine.
it's the power source.
His racist
Replaced his
thoughts.
brain with nuclear fallout waste.
I mean, that's
powers
all
the
his
train.
thoughts were. He was a racist.
Yeah.
A very, very aggressive racist. At
No,
that.
no. There's no way. There's no way.
Mr.
my-
Disney, no.
Not my Walt Disney.
I also like that the argument is always the guys are pedophiles because of lollies, but it's never anything about shotas or, the fact that most lolicon, shotacon things are written by women. No one cares about that.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist. Come on.
No, dude. Every single ecchi anime was written by a dirty guy.
Yeah, the writer of Bocchi the Rock would never create a whole dojin about Blue Archive and then sell out in 90 minutes after being moved to
Yeah.
a different area because she was overcrowding and they were really worried about the amount of people that she was drawing in.
Wait, did you say she?
Yeah.
You meant he, right?
You meant he, right?
No, actually, the writer of Bocchi the Rock is a woman.
No way.
But that's
Fake
about
news.
but that's about little girls. There's no way. There's no way that's a woman writing about
That's
little girls.
disinformation.
Luke is spreading disinformation.
Disinformation. I'm spreading disinfections.
Spreading disinformation. Yeah, it's just I'm tired of it as an anime fan. I'm fed up.
What are
It's
you gonna
the
do
argument
about it,
that I
Alex?
hated.
I'm ready. I'm gonna rise up. I'm gonna create an army. I'm not throwing away my shot.
My favorite is when you'll see especially on Twitter, they'll see something they're like, this is child porn, this is pedophilia, and then they'll retweet it. Like and by your definition, you just shared child porn, you
Yeah.
fucking moron.
Twitter's the
Why-
worst.
You realize
X, formerly known as Twitter.
X, formerly known as Twitter.
all the Xers out there. I hope you have a very terrible night.
Yeah, you got to be the worst social media platform on history.
No, easily, very easily. There's no way they're not.
Like, people on TikTok are nicer than people on Twitter. Formerly X. I mean X, formerly Twitter.
I can't wait for him to change it back to Twitter so that it's Twitter, formerly X, formerly Twitter.
Formerly Twitter.
It makes me mad that he changed it. Twitter was so clever.
It was a good idea.
It was great. And then he made
X,
it fucking
X is
X.
so bad.
And what I just noticed, this took me way too long to notice, but did they change the X logo after Instagram Threads came out?
I don't know about that.
Because Instagram Threads and the Twitter logo, while they don't look the same, like one, they're very obviously different things, they look strikingly similar.
Black and white.
Yes.
What I didn't know is if you guys go to Instagram, you go to your page, you know the little threads number below your name?
Yeah.
That's like your cue of when you joined. I was the 7,793,139th person to join Threads.
I'm probably like
You know,
right
my
around
personal Instagram still does not have a Threads.
that. Oh, I think I got rid of that thread thing.
Oh,
I haven't been on Threads in a while.
I haven't either.
It was nifty for a
Luke,
week.
what were you?
I'm 7,793,000.
I was 7,237,000.
I don't know. Mine's gone. I'm probably 7 something.
Yeah, I was ready to thread. Ready, I was a threader. For like
I was
a day.
a threader for a day.
I
Yeah,
was a threader for a day.
stuck. Well, I'm about out for the night. I went on my rant.
Got some
Yeah, well,
aluminum.
Alex, I'm sorry, but you should probably kill yourself.
Yeah, you anime fan.
Yeah, you
Anime fan. This is
Um,
how I solve it healthily, is by telling you to kill
You guys
yourself.
probably knew this too, but I guess it just clicked today that Zom 100 has a live action.
I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Mhm.
I didn't. I found that out. Amanda told me at the gym. I'm like, what? And now I'm worried.
Just don't watch it.
I want to.
Okay.
I want to
Why
see
are
what
you
like
worried?
how it is because I don't want it to be bad, but I feel like it's gonna be bad.
I mean,
You have
judging by the track record of most live action animes, it's probably not going to be great. You now have the option to take those numbers and do what you will with them and avoid it,
Yeah,
or watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. I think I'm gonna do it.
no matter what you say about it, I'm not watching it, so it doesn't matter to me.
I won't.
I'm gonna.
Like, it
gonna-
could
and
be
I'm gonna-
great. I just
I'm
don't
probably gonna
care.
tell you it sucked, but I will say again, the One Piece live action is fucking really
Shut
good.
up, loser.
Oh, it is
Shut up,
fucking
loser.
really good. It makes me want to watch the show. I'm not joking. I'm not gonna start it because it's too much, but it literally makes me want to watch the show.
No balls.
None at all. I don't have Monkey D. Luffy nuts, but like it's a great live action. They did it very well. I have to put that out there because like very few live actions have been done well, and they did it very well. They did it awesome.
I'm not
You can look
I'm not
disappointed, dude. It's
disagreeing.
fucking great.
I
it
heard,
is
I heard
really
it's
good.
I just don't care. Like, I'm just not a One Piece fan.
It's great. I wasn't either, but I am now, I guess.
Don't say that out loud, Alex. You'll have people sending you death threats because you didn't watch Luffy hit Gear 5 and then turn into a fucking monkey or something dumb shit like that.
You don't even know which gum he used.
How far in are you? How many episodes did you watch?
6 or 7 so far. There's only 8, I think. And I think the 8 episodes goes up because my coworker's watched all of One Piece. He owns every manga and he's seen every episode.
Who?
And watched the Denny.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he has every single volume. I
Does
think
he
it
have a
goes
spare
up to about.
house?
He must, or like a fucking storage unit. It goes up to like episode 70 in the show or manga. He said, I think. Which I'm like, oh wow, that's not a lot.
So what I'm getting out of this is that the show is nothing but filler.
I guess, yeah. Like a huge portion of it must be.
Wait, are you talking about One Piece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell you that in a fucking heartbeat. That's why Andy stopped watching it and just read it because it's literally that fucking message I sent 2 years ago or whatever about an 80-mile journey where nothing happens for over half of it for 80 episodes. That's real. That's just how it goes. That is indubitably One Piece without me saying memes. I know that for a fact. Now, people in the comments will tell me that every episode matters and every filler episode actually
Yeah.
matters. It doesn't. It really doesn't, because that proves it right there that in 8 episodes you can cover 70 fucking episodes. That's why I have such little respect for One Piece as an anime. As a
Well, it's
manga,
not just
I
One
respect
Piece.
it.
Like One Piece isn't the only one to do that. It's Naruto, Dragon Ball. Every single shonen does that. That is
But have
just
I
a
ever-
shonen trope.
But my thing is that I don't respect any of those either.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I
not.
specifically don't respect One Piece because the fan base is way worse than all those other ones as well.
I'd argue Naruto has a worse fan base, and
They-
it actually Shippuden has more episodes.
I would say that Naruto doesn't, solely because nobody cares anymore. People just hate Boruto, and that's that. Like, anymore, Boruto is just fucking a shitty.
I don't know, man.
show, and
I
that's
still
that.
see more people in cosplays with the red clouds and black jackets than anything else at cons.
But that's not the same as
Just because they're
If
there
I-
doesn't mean like the fan base is worse.
right. That's not me saying, "Oh, haha, One Piece is a bad show," and then me getting 17 different comments saying I'm fucking wrong because I've openly admitted I've never seen it and don't care what their opinions are, and they get mad at me about that.
Yeah, like
I feel like
don't
Naruto
see-
fans would do the same thing. Well, I think that when you have that many episodes of a show and you have people that watch it all, they have such an investment that they're trying to protect. Like, it doesn't matter what show. It could be One Piece. You know, My Hero Academia can get 1,000 episodes, and you're gonna have the people doing the same thing. I think it's more about the people have such an investment that they are trying to
Justify it.
justify, yeah, the fact that
I
they
don't know.
spent so much time doing it.
I would still say One Piece is the worst fan base.
I would say I see more One Piece now than like Naruto anywhere. Like I see cosplays of Naruto and stuff, but if I read comments or anything and One Piece is involved, or not, they might bring it up. Like I don't see people arguing about Naruto really.
Yeah, I mean, One Piece is more relevant. Naruto's not really a thing anymore,
Right.
other than what Luke said with Boruto.
And everybody just agrees Boruto fucking
Yeah.
sucks ass.
Yeah,
Like,
Boruto's like
I've
the worst
never
thing ever.
seen anybody
no one
write
said they
about
liked
fucking
it.
comments
Nothing,
about
not even the
Boruto.
Naruto community likes Boruto.
No one is likes Boruto.
It's
that's all I
hot
know.
garbage. Yeah, shonens just kind of suck.
They do.
Like, we can all agree here.
Well,
Shonens
now you
just
can't.
kinda
You
suck.
can't agree anymore.
I haven't watched one. I've watched the live action.
One Piece. I
want to watch the live
now.
I feel like that might be worse. Like if you talk to someone who has seen like a lot of One Piece and they're
Every-
say they're
here's
feeling pretty aggressive that day, and you've only seen the live action, you have no intention of watching the show or reading the manga, you might get some flack. I feel like.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
I
getting a lot of
could.
flack.
But I will say, every single person I've talked to that has watched One Piece and has watched the live action has loved the live action.
That's fine. That's totally not what I said, but
I mean, it's sort of similar. Yeah, it
not
is.
really. Like I agreed with you in saying that most people I've seen like nothing but good reactions to the live action.
Okay, we'll just agree.
I don't think you guys are on the same wavelength.
No,
Very
well,
not,
you
Alex.
guys
You've
are
been,
not
you've been
on
like
the same
you've been off it
planet.
today with your aluminum and
My aluminum thing is fucking valid.
That's not.
It's not,
Oh
though.
my god, you're not even on the same wavelength for this part of it.
Whatever, guys.
Alex. You should probably switch deodorant. I think there's too much
Just
aluminum
block
in
your
yours.
pores with aluminum. Whatever.
Alex,
not.
You need hearing aids, is what you need. I think. Fucking
I do have
Jesus
tinnitus.
Christ.
Sometimes it goes out.
senile, fucking pant shitter, watches One Piece. There's so much wrong with you now.
Whatever. Tower 7 had explosives in it.
What?
Take us out. This is turning into a
All
fucking
right.
shit show.
Yeah, it is. All right, guys, that is the end of today's episode. Bug. Sorry, it was Nat. Luke.
This dude needs to go to bed.
Dude. Come on, man.
Close this out, man.
Sencho, please marry me.
Anthony.
Free podcast.
All right, guys, that is the end of today's episode of the podcast. If you liked anything, found it funny, interesting, and want to have a comment on it, make sure to comment down below. Hit that like button, hit that bell button, and subscribe for every single weekly episode. We'll be back with you guys next week at the Hello Harem Podcast. Take care of yourselves, and there's no holiday coming, so just have a good week.
Say, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
And teeth.